Okay, everybody, let's make sure this reading is even for you. You're going to pinch your fingers together and ask, is there something here I need to see? You're going to pull, and if they stay together, then that's a yes. If it's a no, they will come apart when you pull. All right? Now, what we're asking today is, what is the highest service I can give to the environment around me right now? What's needed right now that I can give? What will make me useful to the world around me right now? And so we're doing a Kipper spread. This is a 9 card box plot with movement cards, which has stayed relatively in control this time. And what's interesting here is it's showing me a whole system of things in place that need to be changed. Now, as far as where we start, there's like a few places we can start. I think let's start here. This is the living room card. So this is the part of you that really just wants to kind of be in your own space, and really you just want to kind of do the things that are interesting to you. You basically want to live as if you have the day off. Okay? That's what this card is in this context. And this is influencing down on your expectations. Okay? So you have grand expectations of life. Okay? Right here, we can see that you have an expectation that your world should just be moving into a place where you're treated with a lot of honor and prestige and recognition for the work that you do, and you feel like you should be paid very, very well for that. Okay, so this is high honors, this is change, this is expectation, this is win lots, and basically what this is saying is that you just have these expectations of changing into a place of high honors, and that should be impacting your pay in a very beneficial way. Okay? So there is this goodness, this is good outcome card, that is kind of weighing down on that as well. But what you don't see is that right now, your good outcome is actually creating a discrepancy in your life. So this expectation you have of good, of everything just amazing, the contrast of that is turning it into sort of sad news, right? It's turning it into something kind of disappointing, and that is actually altering people's expectations. I'm sorry, altering the way they think about you. Okay? So, right now, your desire for everything to be perfect is actually getting in the way of you moving towards perfection. One of the things that you have to actually recognize in order to get there is that this is not going to happen quickly. Good outcome into the movement card, long way into house. House here is stability. So you've got all these things that you want, but it is actually going to take a long time for them to stabilize. As soon as they do, they're going to start influencing this sad news card, okay? And that's going to change other people's thoughts of you. All right? But you're not there yet. This is going to take time. So what really needs to happen here, this is the courthouse card. You need to actually make friends with a lot of the boring official stuff that you don't want to do. That's the real answer to this question. The real answer to this question is, if you want to actually be of use to people, you need to stop worrying about all these expectations, and you need to actually become useful. So that means allowing all this sort of official stuff to infiltrate your personal space. It sucks, but it's the way it is, right? At some point, we have to sit down and do all the crap we don't feel like doing. Fill out the forms we don't feel like filling out. Do all the different things that kind of grease the wheels of life and keep everything moving forward. And you have to actually allow that to modify your personal world and modify your expectations. All right? You can have all of this stuff, but you're not going to get it unless you allow this to influence this. And until you do that, you are not doing what you can do for the world around you. But what this spread is showing me is that if you do kind of just buckle down and make your life about doing what you need to do. And so what that looks like is you sit down and you just write a list. You write a list of all those things you're avoiding that you need to do for things to move forward, all those things that are expected of you from your job and how you can be better at it. All right? All of those things that you kind of push away because they're overwhelming you, you make a list and you just shut the rest of this down now and just start doing them. Okay? And if you do that, if you let that into your personal space, everything changes. All right? As we move into the good outcome, you will do that for a long time, and that will cause stability. That stability will change this negative card here, and stability changing the negative card will turn your luck. You will actually end up having the things that you want. But right now, your resistance to this is not serving anybody. And so because of that, it's cutting off all of these flows. All right? So what can you do to really be of service to the world around you? Do your job. Do your job. And what this is showing you is, if you do your job, all those things that you're trying to feel by avoiding your job will suddenly become available to you. Probably not a popular answer, but that's what the cards have for you today. Okay, thanks everybody, and I will see you in another reading. And if you'd ever like a reading of your own, feel free to find me on hiddenpathways.com.